Hi everyone, it's Paul from Estate Agency Marketing. Just been on a phone with an agent, and they've been telling me how they've been generating listings through tapping into the local community. Essentially, it's something I speak a lot about when speaking to agents. I speak to agents all the time, a lot of them through what I do with EXP and also my estate agent lead generation academy, which you're welcome to join. It's all free, but I was speaking to this guy here. He's basically got some listings, right? He's got more money in his pocket just from being the nice guy and collaborating with local businesses in his area. Okay, so obviously estate agents will be putting out content all the time, valuable content, content you need to do, tips on how to add value to your home, tips on how to market your home, streets of the week, agent-led property view listings, testimonials, all that kind of good stuff that you should definitely be doing. But what he did, and perhaps just listening to what I've been preaching, basically, he's been interviewing local businesses, and there's a real feel-good factor behind that. Okay, one, people who follow and are members of the local community groups are following them because they're interested in local community news. Okay, so a lot of these groups will have a lot of businesses on there, posting their services and their testimonials and things like that, and it can get annoying to the typical Joe blogs. It's just on it because you want to hear about what's going on with a local school and traffic updates and just basic general local news kind of stuff. Okay, now if you're the estate agent, you may have joined that group via your business page or your personal page. It doesn't matter. You can still make it clear that you are the local estate agent, the local property expert, be it the business page or your personal page. Through what you name yourself on your page, and also just through the kind of content you're sharing. Okay, but you can be the local estate agent, and rather than just being seen as being that other agent, other business is trying to get another sale, more business, more money in their pocket kind of thing, you can pull yourself away from that and actually be that Robin Hood of your community, where you're collaborating and rubbing shoulders with influencers within your community and local businesses and charities and schools and other types of organizations, and supporting them and promoting them and shouting about them, and just being that person who cares about the local community and the success of everyone involved, and sharing the good news and information and all their offers and stuff that these businesses might have to the public. Okay, and you can totally do that without affecting the communication stuff that you're doing about the property. You can mix it up. If you've got a content planner together, you can structure it in a way so it's very consistent and it's nicely balanced. I talk about content marketing rules all the time. I won't bore with it now, but I talk about the 7-11-4 rule and the 80-20 rule. And those two combined will basically help you to have that market mind share of your community. So when someone thinks, oh, I need an estate agent, or oh, I need to sell my home, or I need some advice for selling my home or renting my home or staging my property, or whatever it's going to be, they're going to be like, let's go to this person because they're top of mind, and because you're producing the right content, that nice balanced content, consistently. Okay, and that means the 80-20 rule. 20% of that content is that salesy stuff. Visit my website to book a valuation, to download my free area guide, to get an online valuation, book an appraisal, whatever you're going to do, whatever the calls to actions are that you want. That should be 20% of the time. The rest of it is that content that's going to be relevant to your audience. Okay, now that is property related stuff and localized stuff because they live in your area. Okay, you got the benefit of knowing your audience, basically. So what this agent did is he interviewed some local businesses. Okay, so what I use when I do these examples is I call him Bob the Butcher. Okay, you're basically interviewing Bob the Butcher. I'm not very imaginative. What can I say? But there's a lot happens as a result of this. Okay, first of all, you interviewed Bob the Butcher. You put that content out organically onto your social media channels. You shared it onto your Facebook community groups. Okay, these people will be interested in that because it's focused on community stuff. Bob the Butcher might be promoting what he's got available for the upcoming seasons and stuff. So at the minute, what's coming up is Bonfire Night, Halloween. We're not a million miles away from Thanksgiving, and obviously Christmas and New Year. Okay, so there's plenty of business out there would love a bit of free sort of marketing exposure, and so you can do that, and you're being that business owner in the local area that's doing it. Okay, and the fact that you're an estate agent is irrelevant in a lot of cases, but it now makes you that recognizable, likable, trusted local property expert kind of thing. Okay, now you've interviewed Bob the Butcher, you put it out organically. You've now, for example, put £10 brand awareness Facebook ad campaign onto that for the local area. You're going to reach something between 6,000 and 10,000 people, I say, for a tenner over a 1 week campaign. Now you can go back to Bob and go, look, that video we did last week, that's reached 10,000 people, for an example. No one else has done that for him. Okay, you've now built a rapport. Okay, you may start getting referrals from this business owner. Okay, if he's hearing in conversation that someone needs some help selling their home or needs some advice with selling their home, he, because you're now top of mind, will recommend you to these people in the conversation. Okay, another thing, because you've built this relationship, he might now be happy for you to leave business cards or flyers next to the till. You might get super lucky and you might get to leave some posters on the shop front window for a couple of months. Okay, what you're now doing is starting to collect touch points. Okay, the 7-11-4 rule is 7 hours of content consumed, 11 touch points, and 4 locations. Okay, you're starting to hit these locations and these touch points and this consumer. People start to consume your content. Okay, from the videos, from seeing your posters up, from the Facebook ads. Another thing about the Facebook ads with the £10 thing, when you're doing it to promote an interview of Bob the Butcher, that is not a property related piece of content that you're trying to advertise on. Therefore, you don't need to hit the housing category section when you're doing the advert. So you can get really micro. You can go, I live in Woking, which is GU21, GU22. I can go, I really want this ad to be hitting those areas, but maybe I want to get a bit more sort of like micro of it, and it could be like GU22.1, GU22.3, and really hit local. And I can do that. The reason why you might want to do that is because you might be doing canvassing. You might be doing canvassing in 3 or 4 different postcodes and hitting slow moving properties. Okay, so people are starting to receive your canvassing. Then now maybe they've joined 1 or 2 of these community groups. So they're seeing your content when they go into the community groups on Facebook. So they're seeing it organically. They're also seeing your posters and flyers, perhaps when they're walking around the town to get their haircuts and go to the groceries and do whatever they're doing. Okay, so you're hitting all these touch points, and then with the Facebook ad, because it's non-property, it's not property related, you can get micro with those particular postcodes, and people who have got interest in property. So Facebook will know who visited Rightmove and Zoopla and things like that. So they will see this Facebook ad. So you've now dominated their space, okay? And you are now very top of mind, and you're owning that market share. And this has all come from you interviewing local businesses, okay, and putting it out there. At the beginning, what might happen is that businesses might be a bit reluctant to do it because they don't really know you and stuff. So you can start with businesses that you know, your local hairdresser, that wherever you go, you get your coffee in the morning, where you go when you get to escape and go for a beer at the local boozer, wherever it is that you go, you can start with those, and also what you can do if you're really struggling is you don't really need to get them involved in it so much. You can actually just interview, not interview, sorry, ignore the interview bit, but you can stand outside a business and do a shout out to a local business, do a little video of you getting the coffee and drinking the coffee outside of it, do a little and then do a little sort of thing of you recommending it and endorsing it standing outside the shop, so you can do all of that. You can still then go back into the business and speak to them and say, look, just so you know, I did this and I put on a Facebook ad and it reached 10,000 people. They're still going to be like, wow, you didn't need to do that. That's very cool. You've still got that conversation. You've still building a relationship with this business owner and the staff within the business. They still might be happy for you to leave some flyers and posters and business cards. You've still got that communication with them. You've still got to know each other. You can still lean on that and start getting, potential referrals from that. Okay, so being the Robin Hood will get you brand awareness. It will get you valuations, and it all lead to listings. Okay. Also, the last thing I was saying this year, I spoke to another agent a while ago. They're based in Twickenham. Yeah, Twickenham. And so the jokingly, they were like, I now need to be careful. I can't get too drunk and stuff when I'm in Twickenham because people know me because there's videos everywhere. Okay. And that's quite funny, I find. But what happens now is when he does these valuations, people are like, I know you, I've seen you, I recognize you. And then he'll be like, yeah, I'm on social media, I do this stuff in and around the area and stuff. It just makes winning that listing a lot easier because already they kind of know who you are and stuff. Okay, so being that Robin Hood and leading on that kind of stuff there, making that a big core part of your content marketing strategy is a good idea, and I recommend it. Last bit, sign up to my estate agent lead gen academy community. You just follow the link, go to my website, land on the page, just give me your email and your name, your first name. That's all I need. You get access to all the content, and then you get the invite to the monthly webinar. Okay, I do not spam you. I'm not into that sort of stuff. You'll basically get an email each week with all the updates of the latest training stuff and tutorials, things that I've done, so that you just get access to the most up-to-date training stuff to help you increase visibility and generate leads for your business, which is only a good thing. You get that on a weekly basis, and then once a month I'll send you an email going, heads up, I've got my next webinar on this date, save the date kind of thing. And that's all I do basically. But on these webinars, you've got a group of estate agents. Basically, some of them are self-employed, some of them run high street branches, and some of them have got more than one branch kind of thing. And everyone just sort of sits in there and sort of brainstorms ideas and stuff. It's all pretty cool. Okay, that's it. I hope that's helped. Have a nice day and speak to you soon.